Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you all are. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Wow, nice to see you guys here. So guys, I don't want to waste your time or get into too much blah blah blah. Today's video is one that is so exciting for me that I want to talk to you guys about because I'm in it myself. Now before we get into the video, have you hit the subscribe button and notification bell to be alerted when I load or upload new videos? This really helps my channel and also helps YouTube to know that you guys like my content and you're quite happy to see me deliver such good content to you guys. And also comment below, by the way. So let's get on to the video. So today's as the topic says, is how to be happy single, whether you're in your 40s, whether you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and so on. So let's start with myself. If you guys are not familiar with, it's funny when you start to record motorbikes go out for a bike ride. I get it, the sun's out there and it's all beautiful, but okay, let's get back onto the video. So yes, as I was saying, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome, join the family. Let's have some fun here and share some wonderful, amazing, inspirational information, anything that comes up to my mind, I like to share. And since I'm currently now single and enjoying my life being single, I just wanted to touch on dating and just being single and how much fun it is and what you can do. So as today's title says, how to be happy when you're single. So I'm in my 50s, or rather I've just started my 50s. I turned 50 last year. This is my 51 year, 2021. I feel like my life has just started, to be best version of it, to be honest. So that's why I started this YouTube channel, because I want to share with you guys that sometimes people think, yeah, when you reach 50 and you're still single, life is over. No, life is nowhere near over. In fact, it's just starting to be exciting, and that's what I have discovered. So I wanted to share with you guys, about being single and how it is, and give you some tips. I have at least 5 tips that I'd like to share with you guys. And yeah, watch till the end. I will have one bonus tip there, and yeah, let's see how this let's go. So let's get on with the video. So before we even touch on any of the tips or anything like that, what is the definition of being single? I mean, really, what does single mean? For me, I decided to look it up in the dictionary, and what it says, it's being an individual. See, it says individual. Now, there is, what I've noticed over the years, is that when I was with married friends, wherever I was, there was this one term that everybody used to use called the other half. And even before I started this journey of growth and understanding everything, that kind of bothered me all the time, my other half. I've never used that term. It just didn't feel right, coming out of my mouth saying my other half. I mean, as I said, single means an individual. So how is it that, does this mean that you were born incomplete and then you're waiting till you find the other half and makes you complete? I don't think so. When we're born complete. We're born whole. It's what growing up and what societies and our peers and everybody else puts in us that makes us feel incomplete, or because we have to follow certain things that people say we have to do. You have to do that, you have to do that to feel complete. You need to have your 2.4 family, white picket fence and all that to feel complete. Really? And I'm speaking from experience. I did all that. And did that make me complete and whole? No. What made me complete and whole is learning to be myself and understanding who I am and what my purpose is here. So if you are the type of person who calls yourself another half, maybe you should really take some time out and really think, what exactly are you saying? What exactly are you saying to yourself? So yeah. And so exactly. So let's get into the what single really does mean. It's a matter of perspective, guys. It's a matter of perspective. As you all know, what you think you become. So if you think that you are single and you start asking yourself disempowering, no. So when you are single and you start asking yourself questions that are disempowering, questions that are kind of making you lose your power. For example, questions like, why am I single? Why am I still single? Why is this happening to me? Why am I alone? Why did he or she break up with me? These are disempowering questions, and what these questions will do to you is that they will make you lose your power. You will feel powerless and not in control of your mind, of yourself or your life. So what you need to do is actually start asking questions that will empower you. Questions that will make you take control of your life and bring back the power to you. Questions like, what have I learned from my last relationship? What is it that I didn't notice at the beginning of the relationship? And what did my last relationship teach me? When you ask these questions and you get your answers, you will learn so much about yourself and how your relationship, your next relationship is going to be. It's going to be like. Oh wow, I sound like a teacher. But okay, let's have some fun here, Linda. Yeah, so when you ask empowering questions, questions that, are not, the chatter in your mind is not negative but positive, things that you can control, questions that you have control over, you will feel powerful, you will feel in control of your life, and you will, you get a perspective of where you are at this present moment. Because if you ask yourself those questions, you have to work on the answers, and it will force you to look at yourself from a different angle, not from what other people are saying to you. Because when people say to you, oh, you're still single, oh my goodness, what's going on? You're such a beautiful person. I mean, oh my goodness, time is running, eh? So maybe you're in your 40s and you're still single, and you've been doing other things with your life, and then you get all this pressure from other people telling you, oh my God, you're 40s, oh, you don't want to be alone, you need to find somebody. What does you need to find somebody? As we said in the beginning, you were born complete. A relationship is something that you want to have, so you're making a choice to have a relationship, which brings me back to another point that I want to talk to you about. Being in a relationship, in or without a relationship, is actually a choice that you make. It's something you decide to make. It's not that you have to do it. It's just something you have decided by yourself that you want. So when you choose to do something, doesn't it make sense to do it right, to do it correctly, to do it with your own feelings, to do it with your own thoughts and what you yourself want, and not what other people are telling you that you should have? So when you have asked yourself those So guys, remember, when you make those choices, instead of living on the negative side of the disempowering questions, because what happens is that when you have those disempowering questions and you go down that road, you'll end up becoming a blamer, blaming everybody else, not taking responsibility for your part in the relationship, saying, oh, he did that, he was like that, he did this, just totally negative. And from that kind of mindset, you're not going to learn anything. You're just going to continue the same pattern over and over and over and over again. I mean, I have been a victim. A victim is not the right word, because we're not victims. I have been in such a situation where I didn't learn from my relationships, and I kept attracting or going back to the same routine of the way I carried myself in a relationship. And this went on for a very, very, very long time, that I kept on repeating the same mistakes, because I never bothered to take the time to understand myself in a relationship or to ask myself empowering questions. Instead, I actually used to say, why did that break up? You know what, that break up because he did this, he did that, he did that, he did that. I didn't do this, he didn't give me this, he didn't give me that. No, that was completely kept me in this wheel, just going round and round and round, repeating the same mistakes, until I finally decided to, how about I just really take time and be on my own and figure out exactly what it is I want and how it is I want to have a relationship and with whom I want to have a relationship. So again, remember guys, having a relationship, and whichever type of relationship that you want, is purely your choice. Now you can choose to be happy single, or you can choose to be sad single. Again, these are also choices. Wherever you are in your life, decide which side you want to be in, happy or sad. So it's a choice, and only you can make that choice. So you are in control of your emotions. You are 100% in control of what you decide and what you want for yourself when it comes to relationships. So let's talk about some moments when you can you're just sitting, and you're going through your Instagram or your Facebook, and you're looking at, it's actually more Instagram, and you're looking at happy couples and all these people who are in a relationship who are seemingly very happy. Remember guys, what you see on Instagram and Facebook or anything isn't the whole entire life. But let's take it for argument's sake that you're seeing these people and you're enjoying, you're, oh my goodness, they look so happy. How did they get this happy? And you're just admiring them. Number one, you don't know them completely. All you know is what they're letting you and allowing you to see. But anyway, so this, when you look at that, you start to have these feelings come up inside you that are negative, and you're thinking, why can I not be this happy? What's going on? How are they this happy? You start feeling like you are let yourself down, or there's somebody out there to blame, or you start to blame, whatever it is you start to blame. Now that is not the route that you want to be going when you are alone and have some free time or whatever. You do not want to look at things that will bring you down in that way. What can you do? Now, there's certain things that you can do. You could lift yourself up, sit up straight, smile, laugh, and just, we're going to cut that bit out. So instead of allowing those negative feelings come up in you, what you can do is you can just like stand up, put on your jogging pants or whatever it is, whatever clothes, shoes, and just go out on a nature walk. Being outside there, with the fresh air, the greenery, or wherever you are, and just enjoying your walk and literally taking it all in, and embracing the moment when you're out there, will really, really lift you up and make you feel just amazing. Number one, you're getting some exercise in, you're getting some fresh air in, and you just time with yourself. Alternatively, you could like include in your walk to where there's a park where there's always children playing, because children tend to they are themselves. They have not been that much influenced by by their peers or anything, so they are they are carefree. They're having fun, they're laughing, climbing, and doing all the things you used to do yourself as a child. And just standing there watching children play, not creepily, yeah? Don't be a creep. But just watching them laughter will actually bring some joy in you, to be honest. It'll just like, I don't know, lift you up, just watching these children enjoying themselves. So that is something you can do. Or you can just decide to have a day in. Don't matter what time of the day. You're single, right? You're free. You're by yourself, right? Just Say, hey, you know what? I don't watch much TV, but today I feel like catching up on, I don't know, Grey's Anatomy or whatever it is that you watch. Get yourself a nice snack, whatever you want, and just sit there and say, hey, you know what? Let me enjoy this. Because sometimes when you're in a relationship, certain things you probably don't have the time for or whatever. But anyway, this is your time. Do exactly what you want. And I'm not saying sit down there in a miserable way because you're depressed, because you just you know that there are people out there having fun. No, you're sitting there and enjoying your snack, watching your favorite series, movie, whatever the case may be. Now, I'll just, for myself, I don't watch a lot of TV. In fact, I hardly watch any TV. But I do watch some series, and I have moments when I watch, like in a week, I can go on without watching TV or any series or anything of mine until maybe Sunday, which is when I dedicate to spend a couple of hours to watch something, my own choice, my own programs, what I enjoy. So that is when I'll be sitting down with a snack and enjoying that time for myself. Most of the other times I'm busy doing either creating content. I also work full time, so I'm very busy with my life, and I actually enjoy my free time when it comes to sitting down on a Sunday for about an hour or two, just immersing myself on some, I don't know, documentary or some series that I have been watching that I need to catch up. So you could also do that, but not as a lonely thing, but just as a time for yourself. So guys, how about we get into the tips that I want to share with you. So guys, tip number 1, I have them written down here now, so I'm going to read them so I don't forget them. I always like to do that because I just sometimes I can rumble on like I'm doing right now and I forget what I'm saying. So tip number 1, what I have here is build a relationship with yourself. This is so important if you want to eventually be the best version in a relationship. When you do decide that, yes, now I want to start dating, I want to start seeing people. Build a relationship with yourself. Get to know yourself. Learn how to be an independent person within when you get into a relationship, you will still be and know yourself. You will know who you are and what you want. So work on building an amazing relationship with yourself. Love yourself. Do your self-care. If continue to do, if you're doing on a personal growth journey, continue to learn, because I have been on this journey myself now for almost coming up to 5 years, and this is a lifetime school for me. This is something that I will never stop doing, because every time I'm learning new things, and especially creating this content type for you guys. I also do my own research just so that I can know what I'm going to share with you is makes sense. So I also do my own research. So from that I learn as well. So build a relationship with yourself. Get to know who you are. Get to know yourself and understand exactly what makes you happy, what makes you maybe sad, or your moods, what triggers you. Know yourself first before you can let somebody else come into your life and get to know you. Tip number 2 is keep yourself busy and occupied with your hobbies. This is the perfect time for you to either learn a new hobby or look back when you were young as a child and figure, yeah, I used to love doing that. How about I start doing that? Because you enjoyed it when you were little. This is the perfect time for you to pick that up and learn it. And I don't know, there's so many courses out there on anything. Just keep yourself busy with fun stuff that you enjoy. And also, when you pick up a hobby, you never know when you go to these places where you're learning about your hobby. You might just find your soulmate there because you're in a place where they are also enjoying and doing their hobby. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Not that we're dating, but when you be doing your own thing, learning your hobby, and boom, there is somebody who is also doing the same thing because they want to keep themselves busy and they want to follow their dreams and passions and all the rest of it, and then the rest is history, guys. That's tip number 2. Keep yourself busy, learn a new hobby or continue with your hobby. Tip number 3. This one is figuring out what you want and work on what are boundaries and what are rules when it comes to relationship. And I think I'm going to do a video about boundaries and rules, because I find that some things should be boundaries but they're put in rules, and some things should be rules but they're put in boundaries. You know, for example, I'll just give you a very easy rule, is that no man should ever lay a hand on me. That's a rule. It's not even a boundary, it's just a rule. I don't care who, what, where, how, what, it doesn't matter what happened. That is unacceptable. So that's a rule. See where I'm going with that, guys? But I'll do a video to elaborate on that one more, actually. So watch out for that one. So yes, figure out what you want in a relationship when it comes to boundaries and rules, because this will really help you eventually when you do decide to date or to find your mate or to whatever, that you will already know that, hey, I like that, what he's doing, yeah, you know, that that's a boundary, that's a rule, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? So know yourself and figure out what you want when it comes to relationships based on boundaries and rules. That's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is meet new people. This one actually ties in with probably tip number 2, where it says keep yourself busy. But tip number 4 is meet new people. When you're happy to be single and you're happy as a single, meeting new people with no ulterior motives or intentions should really be easy, because you're not looking to date, you're not feeling lonely that you need to meet people so that they can occupy a little empty space in your life. You're just out there, putting yourself out there, meeting new people, join forums, you know, go to, I don't know, places where there'll be people who are enjoying the same kind of things. Maybe you like festivals, maybe you like, I don't know, salsa dancing, or, you know, want to join a dance group, belly dancing, I don't know what it is. These are places where you meet new people, where you also enjoy the same kind of things. It's just making new friends. Meet new people is really crucial to, you know, learning more about yourself, you know, because you will immerse yourself in groups of where people are enjoying the same things that you are as well, thus meeting new people. That's tip number 4. Tip number 5 is appreciate your freedom and spend time however you want. Now that's really, that's my top number 5 nugget, as I said from the beginning. This one is actually the best part of being single, is appreciating your freedom and doing whatever you want. For example, why do we wait to be invited out to go for dinner by potential dates or whatever? Why don't you just take yourself out for dinner? Put on your best clothes, makeup nice and everything. Book a restaurant, chic restaurant, whatever, and just go out for dinner. Take yourself out for dinner. Spend it however well you want. Be bougie or don't be bougie, whatever you want. Take yourself out for dinner and enjoy that time with yourself. Now, if that sounds like woo, weird or strange, it isn't. It isn't. Where is it written that you need somebody to go out for dinner with? You're with yourself. Take yourself out. And actually, when you're having dinner, you can either, you know, you can do whatever you want at the table. You can look at your phone. If the phone rings, you can check. You can take a book, read, whatever. People watch. I love people watching, you know. I love to sit there and just watch people and watch, you know, how they interact with one another. This is how you get to learn, you know, the world that you live in. And if taking yourself out for dinner is too much, try with a lunch. Or even not, try a high tea. There's so many places where they do high teas. Take yourself out to a high tea. At least a high tea, you also get to dress and look all smart and dolled up and everything else. Just spend time with yourself and spend it however you want. So guys, those were my 5 tips that I wanted to share with you on how to be happy and single at whatever age, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever. Just being happy with where you are is the most important thing that you can give to yourself. So thank you guys for reaching to the end of this video with me, and I hope I was able to share some nuggets, to share some info with when it comes to being single, and I hope that you'll enjoy your life wherever you are, whether you're in a relationship or you're not. Have fun, enjoy yourself, and also remember guys that we're in this world as souls occupying a physical body. So whatever makes you happy inside will shine on the outside. Did that make sense? Yes, it did, I think. Yes, if you're happy on the inside, it'll show on the outside. So I want to leave you guys with an affirmation of how to be happy single. So, here's my affirmation. You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anyone. You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody. Have a wonderful day, guys, evening, night, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.